Back when I did the Stug review, I said something like, I could do more with an MK1 Kunai. And as those words escaped my mouth, a thought crept in the back of my head, whispering softly to me, you might regret that. And here we are today, my friends. Today we're going to be diving deeper into the MK1 Kunai. But before we start, I want to make sure that nobody gets the wrong message. If you're a new player starting out in Warframe and you discover the Kunai and want to learn how to build it, don't. This is an introductory level weapon only to be used for tutorial purposes. If you really want to learn how to mod your stuff in Warframe and want a decent new player weapon, check the link in the cards right now. Check out my full and detailed build guide on the Heck shotgun. Trust me, that video has all the info you need. And you might ask, why would you even build the MK1 Kunai? Well, for kicks, for lols, and for the fact that my YouTube members voted on it. If you guys want to join and be a YouTube member and vote on what I'm going to be working on next, check the join button next to the sub button to learn more. And with that out of the way, let's jump into the MK1 Kunai. Let's begin by checking out how the weapon handles without any mods equipped, and for that, just a couple of free shots. The MK1 Kunai is a projectile-based secondary weapon. It's a thrown weapon of sorts. And in case you didn't know, when it comes to Warframe, thrown weapons are basically kind of forgotten. Even the Speed Up Prime can't really compete with a whole lot of top-tier secondary weapons. So there's that to keep in mind. Other than that, what can I tell you guys? Over the head throw, underhand throw. Kind of like this. It basically goes where you pointed. The travel speed of the projectiles are, well, decent, I guess, and I guess that's pretty much it when it comes to functionality. Let's jump into actions and plug in that Auto King Catalyst. Now, my friends, I'm a trained professional, okay? You don't need to install the Auto King Catalyst. Please do not do this. If you think the MK1 Kunai is your favorite weapon, you are wrong, okay? There's gonna be a better version out there when it comes to throwing weapons. Do not invest into this weapon. It's a waste of your time. Then why did you do it? Well, I do it for the purposes of entertainment and all whatnot, so there you go. The accuracy of the weapon is going to be 100. Can you use the Magnum Force? Well, actually, let's have a look. I don't even know. I mean, why would you even know that? Lethal Torrent and Battle Diffusion for Multishot. Let's see the accuracy with this one. Ah, my god. It's not so bad. I mean, if you're going to use it as a shotgun, you might as well. That's not horrible, right? I mean, that's fine. Okay. Okay, it's oh god, yeah, it's not good. It's not. Projectile-based weapons and minus accuracy usually don't really work well together, so keep that one in mind when modding your weapon. It drops to 5.2, honestly. It drops to 5.2 from 100, but anyway. Critical chance, abysmal at 5%, but the critical multiplier, believe it or not, is actually decent. You wanna know a funny joke? I'll tell you a funny joke. Hold on, let me tell you a funny joke. The Kunai, which is technically better, okay? Just keep in mind that in Warframe, MK1 stands for the first mark of the weapon. The normal versions are actually more powerful than the MK1s, but in this case, take a look at this one. It has a higher critical multiplier than the normal version. Of course, everything else is better. Now back to it. That means we can use Harrow to get our critical chance and then get the critical multiplier to a decent state with something like more critical damage with Prime Target Cracker. But more on that later, much later. Fire rate of 3.33, which is decent actually. A magazine of 10, a multi-shot of 1 by default because you fire one little kunai killing knife thing. Noise silent, that's one advantage the weapon has, and the reload is very quick at 0.8 seconds. The Riven disposition is gonna be 5 out of 5. Of course, it'll be 5 out of 5 because nobody plays with this weapon. So there you go. The status chance is 2.5%. You know what I don't understand? When you get to these super low levels, why even put status chance on a weapon? 2.5% is 100% almost. Okay, 99.9% negligible. Trigger auto, so you don't have to click. You just have to keep your trigger finger pressed down. Damage 40 total, and the most amount of damage is gonna be puncture, which in this case is actually a good thing. Most players in Warframe wanna see slash. But when your status chance is this low, forget about it, just go with puncture, because puncture has 50% bonus damage when hitting ferrite armor and 25% bonus damage when hitting alloy armor. Basically the heavily armored targets in Warframe. Now, that's enough suffering. Let's talk about, a bit more suffering. Let's talk about the Exilus mod slot. You should really populate this one. If you really want to mod this weapon out because you're bored in Warframe, because you have nothing else to do with your life, you can go with Lethal Momentum in the weapon Exilus mod slot because that is 40% projectile flight speed. It will make a difference in actual usability. Take a look at this. It flies so fast. Yes, see? It's not actually worthless, and if you want to max out the weapon, you should really use lethal momentum in the weapon excellence mod slot. Steady hands, it doesn't have any recoil, so forget about it. Now I'm gonna spare you all the pain and suffering that comes with a normal build. We're gonna go straight to a Riven setup with a prime mod with basically everything. What do we got? We got Hornet Strike, Magnum Force. Wait a second, yes, but I don't really have a whole lot of options, so we're gonna go with Magnum Force. Battle Diffusion, Lethal Torrent, 2, actually 3 90 mods, only the last 90 mod is actually 165 mod, because we got Heat and Corrosive on the weapon. And we also have a Riven. Thank you so much to Zach, who went out of his way to actually get a Kunai Riven. If you're looking for the best Riven for... If you're looking for the best Riven for a Kunai, you wanna go for a Satyata. You need damage, multi-shot, and a harmless negative. And of course, right now, it would be a good thing in the weapon excellence mod slot to put in lethal momentum. But as you can see, that would mean format number 7, and I'm not doing it. So, there you go. Let's test out the weapon and see how she performs. Level 120, Corrupted Heavy Goons, and it's finally time to find out, is this better than the Stug or not? Oh my god, it actually deals some damage. Take a look at that! A magazine brought down the Corrupted Heavy Goon to about 70%! That's a lot more than the Stug did, right? I don't remember. I tried to block it, like any bad memory out of my head. As you can see, my friends, the weapon actually does deal some damage, so I was right. I can do more with the MK1 Kunai than I can do with a Stug. Take a look at that. Oh my god, the fire proc really helps us there. Awesome. Freaking awesome. I'm sorry. So this is what kind of performance you can expect out of the MK1 Kunai full build Riven, everything, and even a prime mod. And now, my friends, we're not gonna stop there. What we're gonna be doing next, of course, is bumping up everything with Warframe buffs. And for that, we're gonna be using 2 builds, okay? 2 frames, actually. First, we're gonna go with Lady Mirage Prime. Then we're gonna switch to Harrow. Mirage, she's fantastic. She's the hottest weapon buffer frame, essentially. Now let's take a look at the stats really quickly so you get an idea of what we're going to be doing. We're going to be using Corrosive Projection. No, I did not have the time to put an Aura Forma in. I apologize, my friends. When it comes to Arcanes, though, Avenger, I'm not... Should I even... No, I'm actually not going to use Avenger because I don't have any critical damage on the weapon right now. So instead, you can go with something like Arcane Awakening. Now, this one is an on-reload effect. Oh god, I need to upgrade. Yes, please upgrade. At R5, you get a 60% chance for plus 150% damage to pistols for 24 seconds. Of course, something like this is not as reliable as Arcane Precision, but it is an option. So we got an Arcane Awakening R5. We can no longer double stack Arcanes because D tries to ruin everything fun in Warframe. Never mind. Precision, that's what I said, right? Right, Precision. R5, here you go. And this one will give us what? On headshot, 100% chance for 300%. So we got 300% from that. And from this, we get 150%. Of course, it's not as good, but it's a lot cheaper and easier to get from the second Eidolon down on Sea Dust. Because Scarlet Spear is over, and I'm so sad about it. I'm sorry, I'll stop now, I promise. I'm not bumping up the level to 150. I'm just not gonna do that at all. But I will unpause the AI. For more simulation of reality, right. Her free ability for a massive damage increase as well as her ever so lovely clones. No sentinel for secondary weapons, by the way. Take a look. Take a look at that. Now, it's true that with the status rework, these targets, the Corrupted Heavy Gunners, have gotten a lot less stuff because they have a lot less EHP. But look at this, man. The MK1 Kunai can actually pack a punch with Mirage and her fantastic buffs. Something that the Stug never could do. So I was safe in saying that, yes, this weapon is actually more powerful than the Stug. Now, there's still one more thing which I do want to do. Let's try it out with Lord Harrow. Perhaps the Crit God would actually help it. The Crit God, Crit Priest, Crit... What was it? Lord Crit Harrow? Something like that. Anyway, I forget. We're going to go with more critical damage instead of Magnum Force. We're going to go like Sue. Yeah, okay, 4.2x critical multiplier. Actually, we can go to even more critical damage than that. But for now, that's gonna suffice. What was I doing? Oh yes, Harrow, my friends. There you go. Check out this fashion. Check out how he stands with thrown weapons. Did you guys know that? It's just absolutely amazing, man. I love Harrow, but he's hard to farm. Corrosive Projection, Arcane, Actually, that's not a bad idea. Yeah, our Avenger, in this case, yes. In this case, Avenger is not a bad idea. And we're gonna supplement it, as before, with Arcane Precision. One more time, my friends. The Corrupted Heavy Goons level 120. We're gonna be using Harrow's 4th ability to save our entire party. 0 thanks given. Of course, this will grant everybody a critical chance. 2 sides to this critical chance, the body shot and the headshot. The headshot will always be superior in terms of value of your crit. The maximum amount, 200 on headshot, 50% body shot. Second ability, faster reload and faster fire rate. Try to farm Harrow. Yes, I know it's hard, but it's definitely worth it. Wow, wow, wow. Hello, Harrow. Take a look at that, my friends. Beautiful, absolutely fantastic. And you know what? I'll bet you that you never thought you're gonna see an MK1 Kunai do something like this. Come on, come on. Can I get a like? Can I get a like? If you guys love the content, try to support via Patreon, or you can also join on YouTube membership. Click the join button next to the subscription button to learn more. And you get actually to vote on what I'm gonna be working on next. But for the MK1 Kunai, to be completely honest with you guys, it's surprising. I did not expect the weapon to perform this well. Now, don't misunderstand, I'm not telling you go build the MK1 Kunai. God, no. Okay, no, this is something to do when you're bored, when you did everything in Warframe and you're like, hey, I'm gonna build the MK1 Kunai. There are plenty of other secondary weapons which are a lot more powerful than this one. As always, my name has been Leyzar. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, favorite, share, and subscribe if you enjoy the content. And if you got any sorts of feedback for me, I would love to read it in the comment section down below. Until next time, my friends. Bye-bye.